Not only big industries need this kind of security. What our phone knows about us, health data, private photos. If you have kids, and I have a lot of photos of my kids on my phone, I really want to have that data securely on my phone.
And now, your podcast hosts, Andre and Christian.
Welcome everyone to another exciting episode of Connecting for Future. I'm your host Christian, and joining me as always is Andre Borussia. Andre, how's it going?
Hey Christian, I'm doing great, thanks. I had a great start into 2024 and I hope you had too. I'm excited for today's episode and we have a special guest with us, Danijel Stanic, Business Development and Operational Excellence at Samsung. Welcome, Danijel.
Hello, Christian. Hello, Andre. Thank you for having me.
Today's topic is a game changer. We are diving deep into the world of business and mobile devices. But before we jump into that, let's address the elephant in the room, the global challenges we are facing.
Absolutely correct, Christian. We believe that technology holds the key to overcoming at least some of these challenges. Innovation and fun often go hand in hand. Danijel, how can companies make the use of mobile devices more innovative and enjoyable?
Yeah, so more enjoyable in case of it should be more productive. It should be more fun to use all these devices. We need a deep integration into our everyday tasks. And in a combination with all of that, I'm pretty sure that we can achieve all these stuffs that we want to achieve.
Danijel, as digital native, you are working since over 16 years now, mainly for mobile devices like tablets or smartphones. Which are your best tips to work smart? Do you have special apps which you can recommend?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, I'm working almost mobile only. I'm always trying to avoid any PCs or stationary computers. And because I'm always on the go. So it doesn't matter if I'm traveling by car, by train, or by plane, or if I'm now in our main office or in my home office or at the partner or at the customer. So I always need continuously access to my data. And this is really important that nevertheless, where I am, I have to get the access to my workspaces. And I'm a big fan of the Microsoft 365 solutions. And in combination with a really good 5G network connection of Vodafone, I'm using all the bandwidth from Vodafone. And so this is my main goal, to be productive on the go. And on the other hand, from the hardware side, of course, I'm using all the Samsung stuff that we have. And my current workhorse is my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5, a pretty good or pretty nice device. I can recommend it really well. Why I'm recommending it? Because on the one hand, it's a normal smartphone. You can use it with one hand. And if you need more space, so if you want to take notes or if you want to take a deeper view into your PowerPoints or Excels or something else, then you can just unfold it and you will get the bigger screen. And at least why I'm able to work mobile only is that I am able to use my smartphone like a PC. So I can connect it with an external display. I can attach keyboards and mouse. So then the Android platform, which is mainly built for touch inputs, are now able for all the desktop related inputs. So with keyboards and mouse. And with that, I have always the Office in my pocket and I'm able to achieve everything that I need for my everyday use.
Danijel, just a question on that, because I know that a lot of companies have told this story to use your smartphone as like a laptop. But I haven't really seen that great transition in the workspace. So you're the first one that really tells me you're using it. Do you really believe that this is a trend that will evolve?
Definitely. You have to rethink your work, because the main point is that all the customers are always thinking, okay, I need my notebook, I need my Outlook, I need my PowerPoint on my notebook, and I have to carry it with me. Nevertheless, all the notebooks, our NPCs, our Galaxy books that we have are also really powerful and everything, and you can easily take it with you. But if you really want to work with mobile only, you have to rethink your everyday work. So you need to know, or you need to achieve that point that, okay, I just have only my phone. I have my charger and I have my Bluetooth mouse and keyboard, and I can access every display that I'm finding on my way. Best example is I'm going in a hotel room, and there's always a display attached on the wall. And if I'm not able to get my display on this display wirelessly, I can always attach a HDMI cable with an USB-C adapter, and then I can use this screen even if it's a really old one or with no mirrorcast support or something else. So this is what you need to rethink. And then you also you don't have you have the fear that you don't can work with your mobile phone only, then you need to have maybe a Windows client remotely accessible. So if you have any, I don't know, any applications, or if you're working on a SAAD development or something else, and this is something that is only on Windows, for example, then you have to use a remote desktop. But I'm pretty sure that more than 90% of the people outside, they could work everything on a Android system, because every application is on that. So if it's Microsoft Teams, Office, or SAP or something else, everything is available on Android.
Yeah, I mean, if I look at myself, I still have a laptop computer. I have an iPad and I have a smartphone, right? So you're saying you only need one device.
Exactly.
And is that, I mean, we are pretty early into 2024. Will that be still the smartphone in the future, or will that be maybe a glass or something else? What do you think?
Yeah, it could be. It could be, because the wearables are also evolving. So with my Galaxy Watch, I'm also able to do some tasks without my phone. So taking calls, chatting with my messengers only with my Galaxy Watch and so on. So I don't need to take my phone even always with me. And I'm pretty sure that we will transform that kind of smartphone into other things that we can wear. Maybe glasses, maybe a jacket, maybe, I don't know. There are lots of possibilities. But I think we don't have the one device for everything. We will have several devices with different approaches.
5G connectivity, foldable and flexible displays and devices are already here. How do you see the importance of health and wellness features?
Oh, it's really important. So asking from my own perspective or from my own problems from last year, 2023, I had a lot of problems with my back, and it was a result of too many or a long time sitting in front of computers, or a long time sitting in trains and cars and planes. But then I started to rethink my everyday work in case of Samsung Health. So I was using Samsung Health as an application. In combination with my watch, it's always getting a notification from me. So, for example, hey, you're sitting too long, please stand up and move. On the other hand, it's also a really good helping tool to see your health status. So, for example, your heartbeat or the oxygen in your blood and so on. So this is really, really nice. And I'm also talking in several weeks about this point on our partner conference in front of our partners, how Samsung Health, in combination with our Galaxy Watches and so on, can help to get a better work-life balance. Because we have also some training videos inside the application, little tools, how you can move, how you can stay fit in your everyday work. And this is not only important, I think it's really important, because without health, we can't be productive. Yeah.
Daniel, you were talking a lot about data, right? As you just mentioned, the watch is generating a lot of data, like blood pressure, oxygen levels. It even tells you how long you washed your hands and a lot of other data. Don't you think that it kind of overwhelms the users if kind of amount of data increases in that respect?
Maybe, but you can also choose what kind of data you want to see in your Samsung Health application. So it's a really nice dashboard, and you can arrange it like you like it. I guess the one of the most good feature is that all these functionalities are working in the background, and I can choose to look after the data, or if not, it's just working in the background. And what is also really, really cool and the most useful function, in my opinion, is I was so shocked, and I just take the photo of that of my watch. It was saying, my watch, to me, "Hey, Daniel, your stress level is too high. Consider to take a break and to walk a little bit." This was really cool because I didn't have the feeling that I was stressed because I was just working and phone calls and emails and so the usual work. But my health level was that stressed that my watch is saying, "Hey, take a look after yourself."
That's an interesting thought. Don't you think that you would need some kind of an internal sensor to tell you exactly that instead of your watch?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people have that internal sensor and they don't need this kind of feature. But I'm also pretty sure that a lot of people are out there like mine who are not able to listen to their own body. And this was also I guess the main problem why I got all the problems, the back pain and so on last year. And then this was a good sensor because the pain was so high that I was saying to me, okay, I have to do something in this case. But then starting using Samsung Health with all the tools, it helped me to get again in shape and also in a good health status so that I'm now pain-free. And this is the most important.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, especially looking into devices. In the past, there was always how long could the battery last, for instance. Nowadays, it's like foldable, flexible devices. How do you see the role as of AI coming more into smartphones, like getting greater picture and user experience? What are your thoughts on those ones?
Yeah, definitely. So AI is, I would say, the most important topic in 2024. It's already started in 2023. And
actually, Daniel, still you think, right? Because I heard people end of 2023 tell me, "Hey, come on, Andre, everybody's talking about AI. I can't stand the discussion." And now you're saying it's going on, right?
Yeah, definitely, because there will come, I'm pretty sure that there will come a lot. I would say we will see in the next couple of days or maybe weeks that the kind of AI we know from 2023 will transform in 2024 massively. Because one of the biggest point is, or the biggest fear or the biggest problem maybe, if you're working with an AI tool, it's always server-based. Yeah, so you putting your data into an AI tool and it's working with a big server farm in the background, and then you will get your results back. And maybe AI will be available offline, and maybe we can do several things without a big server farm in the back end. And this will transform the AI usage this year, and I'm pretty sure that it will be. So,
yeah, Daniel, it sounds like there's an announcement coming up in the next couple of days. So we're really looking forward to that.
Maybe. Maybe. No, what I can say is it will definitely be different from last year.
Daniel, let's talk about operating systems. What do you think? How is Android transforming the way business do their work?
Yeah, so the integration of Android in business is transforming a lot of the business we are doing every day. So if you are thinking about logistics, for example, yeah, or inventory, you have a small little device, and it's not only able to take phone calls and receive messages. You can really do business tasks with your Android smartphone, and you can just scan your whole inventory. You can use it for engagement with your customers if you're knocking at the door and you're giving over the package, and they can do the signage on the device. Also for point of sales, I'm seeing it really a lot, and we will also have some nice use cases. Also this year we got last ones. We saw it last year with a retailer from in the cosmetics area called Douglas. We announced a really cool use case where all the employees of Douglas are working in the store, and if a customer walks in and has some questions about the products, the staff can give instantly feedback and answering the questions. And also the whole sales process is done not at the cashier, so you don't have to take your stuff and go to the cashier. You can do it instantly in the middle of the store, because the staff can directly get the purchase on their Android smartphone. So this is a really cool feature, and I'm pretty sure that we will also do something in that case also this year.
And Daniel, this makes me think about security. It's always a concern, especially in the business world. How does Android address these security challenges?
Yeah, so especially Samsung is doing a lot in this case. So we have a really, really big partnership with Google. We are working continuously on hardening the Android platform. And if you think about the device you're using, Samsung is building everything from the chip, everything up to every level until to the software. This is what takes us in charge of the most secure endpoint on the market. I would say it's the most mobile secure endpoint on the market. It's also clarified by different independent stuffs like IDC and so on when they are telling, Samsung Knox is really secure. Because we have several nice features in our phones, like an AI tool since some years already in our phones. So if the phone is getting attacked by an hacker or something else, the device is able to throw away the business data on the phone. Yeah, so we are just we are not deleting the data; we are just destroying it. So even if somebody is trying to get to the chip and to read out the data from this chip, the attacker can use it because we already destroyed the data on this chip. And this is what makes us so secure. And last but not least, not only militaries or not only big industries need this kind of security. If everybody of us are thinking about what our phone knows about us, for example, health data, private photos. So if you have kids, and I have a lot of photos of my kids on my phone, I really want to have that data securely on my phone. And also all the biometrics, for example. Yeah, if you're scanning your face, your fingerprints, and you're doing your bank transactions, so money transactions. I'm opening and starting my car with my phone, and I'm managing the whole security system of my house with my phone. So this kind of hardware that I'm wearing every day with me needs to be the most secure endpoint that I have to use or I want to use. So this is also why, even though I'm a Samsung employee, but even if I'm not working at Samsung, would be Samsung my choice, because I have the biggest trust in this platform.
Yes, exactly, Daniel. But I think we all agree that cybersecurity will also remain a big trend in 2024, just
Definitely.
like AI. Right.
Definitely.
Daniel, one question around Samsung. It is headquartered in Seoul, South Korea. And I'm thinking about what are the differences in tech adoption if you compare South Koreans to European people?
So I mean from the culture base?
Yeah, I have the feeling that in Asian countries, tech adoption is faster than in some of the European countries.
Yeah, maybe. So what I can say, I really love the Asian culture overall. And I'm also, so my origins are from Croatia, but I'm born and raised up in Germany and working for global companies the last 15 years. And I really have a lot of connections with different cultures, different nations, and so on. And I really love the Asian food and the Asian culture. But if I can compare, or if the adaptation of the culture is better done by the Asians, I would say maybe, because we from Europe are maybe a little bit too, it's hard to explain in the right words. If you are comparing the Asian cultures only, we always say the Koreans are like Italians from Asia. So they have really good food, and they're really like the Italians. They like to discuss and so on. So these are really good comparable culture. Yeah.
And Daniel, Samsung is also one of the companies who's doing actually everything, right? So it's not just mobile phones, it's televisions, fridges, but how do you guys get together from a mindset? Do you also have the chance to go on a global kickoff where you also do some best practice sharing, or is it split really into all those pieces?
it was really split the last years, but several years we are working on to breaking that silos and to get everything together. So this is why we have the campaign One Samsung, and this is really important because also from from the point of view we have the One Samsung campaign, and it is really important because if you're looking at the economy and how you can transform or how you can use digital transformation for a better economy, maybe we are one of the OEMs on the market who are able to connect everything. Yeah. So if you're looking at a house and you have some fridges, you have some dishwashers, you have the TV, you have all the ACs in your rooms and so on, and you have the PV on your roof of your house, and you are getting all the electricity from the sun. It is smart that the house is able to decide, okay, I have the sun is shining, I have a lot of electricity, so let's get everything from the power into my devices in my home. But if it's maybe a rainy day or I have snow on my PV, okay, let's do everything in eco mode. So the dishwasher knows instantly, okay, I have to work in the eco mode, or also the washing machine or the TV and so on. And this is the next step where we are. And we showed it last year also already on the IFA in Berlin that we are working on this One Samsung solution. And the best thing in this case is, and this is also what I really like on Samsung, we are open-minded. So we are the biggest IoT platform on the market because we can attach every other vendor on the market and everything is working together. So if you're talking about security cameras or any sensors in your house, everything is working together with Samsung SmartThings.
Yeah, I mean, if we talk about smart buildings, there's a long way to go, I think. Because if I think about myself, I do have a lot of apps, one app for each feature, and they don't really speak with another. And there are so many different standards. So I do think it's the right way to go, but it still needs some time to really have an ecosystem that is working and helps the consumers have an easy customer experience.
Definitely. So, for example, if you're going outside or you're going on a vacation, coming back and you forgot to set up the heating for the kids' room before you entered the house, then it's not efficient because you have to wait until the house is warming up. And if the house is already they are arriving at this and this time, and I have to heat up the kids' rooms, for example, or the bathroom. This is where we can save a lot of energy and a lot of money at the end of the day.
Right. And this is also important for the future, right? As we build Connecting for Future, how you can monitor like the power you just described and just be a little bit more sensitive, as the house doesn't need to be warmed up the entire day, right? So you can monitor and you can control everything with smart apps. Do you guys also have a one mindset within Samsung, as you spoke about this One Samsung?
Yes, definitely. We have our insights or our internal meetings. So why I'm laughing, because it was several weeks ago. It's really fresh. And so every unit is coming together and we are exchanging our knowledge, showing the latest innovations, the latest numbers that we are making. And so that we have a better understanding inside of Samsung. What is this unit doing? What is this unit doing? And it's really helpful. Yeah.
Building this user experience also internally, I think it helps, right? Also to rethink about like how other departments, how other verticals are working, and just to see it brings you forward. So it's a really good idea.
It's all about ecosystems and bringing things together and having a holistic view. That's what I think. So let's spice things up a bit with a quick fire round.
Quick fire round.
Ready?
Yes.
Question number 1. If mobile devices were superheroes, which one would they be?
I have a lot of ones that I like, but to get a quick answer, Deadpool or Batman?
All right. Question 2. What's the most underrated feature of mobile devices in a business setting? Sorry about that.
I would say Samsung DeX, so or desktop experience, so that you can really use your phone as a PC and attach larger screens and input methods like keyboards and mouses.
Last one, flip or fold?
Definitely fold. Definitely.
Exciting times ahead. And finally, one more question that we ask everybody in our podcast, and we have had some great advices here. So I'm happy to add just another one of you. If you had to give one piece of advice to future leaders, what would that be?
Yeah, I would like to give some advice to older leaders, because we are always working on with that guys and have the problems to give the new thinking to these guys. But yeah, my advice for young leaders would be listen actively, learn continuously, because every day is something new, and leading with empathy. I guess this is the most important thing. Embracing challenges with or as opportunities for growth, and foster collaborative environment to bring out the best in your team, because at the end of the day, you cannot save the world by your own. You have to have a good team where you can achieve this.
Wise words, Danijel. Thank you so much for joining us today and shedding light on the incredible potential of mobile devices in the business world.
Thank you for having me.
And that's a wrap for the episode of Connecting for Future. Thanks to our listeners for tuning in. Remember, the future is bright and technology is our ally in overcoming challenges. Stay tuned what is coming from Samsung. All the best, your podcast hosts, Andre and Christian.